You guys want to know the answer to this question? I guarantee it is not what you were taught in school, and it is certainly never brought up in the mainstream media today. The concept of modern terrorism is somewhat subjective, but one of the earliest incidents that might be considered a modern terrorist attack in the Middle East is the bombing of the King David Hotel in Jerusalem in 1946. This attack was carried out by the Irgun, a Zionist paramilitary group. Zionists? It's not some Islamic fundamentalist group? On July 22nd, 1946, the group detonated bombs in the southern wing of the hotel, which housed the British administrative headquarters for Palestine. The attack resulted in 91 deaths and numerous injuries. The King David Hotel bombing is often cited as a significant event in the history of terrorism because it targeted a government installation and involved substantial civilian casualties, aiming to influence political circumstances through violence. This attack is an early example of the kind of tactics that would become common in later terrorist activities. Here's what the newspapers said at the time. Zionist terrorists say they set bomb, denounce British. Irgun Zvi Leumi, an extremist Zionist organization, announced that it had been responsible for the bombing of the British headquarters here in a communique issued tonight in Tel Aviv, but blamed the British tyrants themselves for the loss of life. Funny how the freedom-fighting narrative is applied rather inconsistently. Haaretz wrote that this was a serious terror attack, a malicious one that stained not only the walls of the adjacent YMCA building with blood, bodies were hurled that far, but stained our entire country. The main motive of the bombing was to destroy documents incriminating the Jewish Agency in attacks against the British. What is the Jewish Agency? Well, it is formerly known as the Jewish Agency of Palestine. It is the largest Jewish nonprofit organization in the world. It was established in 1929 as the operative branch of the World Zionist Organization. Of course, the World Zionist Organization is the group that spearheaded the founding of Israel. Now we get to the modern Israeli perspective. At the events to mark the 60th anniversary of the attack, Benjamin Netanyahu, then chairman of Likud and the leader of the opposition in the Knesset, opined that the bombing was a legitimate act with a military target, distinguishing it from an act of terror intended to harm civilians. Yeah, history repeats, doesn't it?